Sparrow on row 1. Row 2, Chris Dawkins and Oak Richardson. On row 3, John Pethick and Scott Leach. On row 4, Richard Baxter and Jordan Pimley. Row 5, Thomas Mallet and Dan Blake. On row 6, Harry Storer and Rob Greensmith. On row 7, Stephen Bartlett and Peter Higdon. On row 8, Brad Jones and Jonathan Fieldsend. On row 9, Luke Souch and Richard Bartlett. Row 10, Kevin Bird and James McCutcheon. On row 11, William Bream and Andrew Dean. On row 12, Tim Storer and Michael Kirk. On row 13, Chris Watts and Peter Williams. On row 14, Keith Dalton and Dale Whiteman. On row 15, Steve Pegg and Dave Scholar. On row 16, Owen Woodwards and Neil Chisnell. On row 17, Barney Francis and Kevin Dengate. And on row 18, Jay Shepherd and Charlie Brisker. So you've got 4 cars going from the back who retired earlier, so especially Kevin Dengate and Jay Shepherd will be looking to make good progress. Jay Shepherd was a podium finisher last time out at Croft. The winner from Croft, double winner Harry Storer, finishing just 11th earlier. Rob Greensmith, who got a second at Croft, he finished 13th earlier in fact. And then Jay Shepherd and Kevin Bird were also podium finishers. We know Shepherd didn't finish, Kevin Bird was 19th earlier. So the drivers with success at Croft, not so much here at Silverstone, but a much bigger grid than we had at Croft, about 3 times the entry for this second meeting for the category. So great to see this growth. 36 cars here in the MX-5 Clubman Championship, looking absolutely spectacular on the Silverstone National Circuit. There are a number of invitational cars that won't be scoring points, which actually includes our 2 front row men. So out of the point scorers earlier, Chris Dawkins won from John Pethick and Richard Baxter, but there were 3 people that weren't on the podium at Croft. So good to see some new names to the front. So we've almost got everybody to the grid now. This will be a 15-minute race to look forward to. If you like your Mazda MX-5 racing, we've got 6 tomorrow with the Mazda MX-5 Championship for Mark 1s and the Mazda MX-5 Super Cup for Mark 3s, with capacity grids in both of them. So do set your reminders on your YouTube or your Facebook accounts to watch tomorrow's live stream, which begins much earlier than today. I think 10 o'clock the first race scheduled for tomorrow, but this is the last race of today, of Saturday here, of this British Racing and Sports Car Club meeting. It's the 4th round of the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Clubman Championship. The poleman starts on the left hand side of the circuit, but it's not a good start from Owen Mills, so he's going to have to work harder this time. It's Adam Sparrow that takes the lead. Mills is second as the rest of the field flow their way into Cops Corner then for the first time. Let's hope everybody gets through okay with this big grid. Got some novice drivers out there, including the car you can see there, but here are the leaders then. So it is Sparrow from Mills for 3rd. It's side by side between Oak Richardson and Chris Dawkins. It looks like Dawkins on the outside has held on, and the rest of the field flow their way then down into Beckett's Corner here. There's car number 5, which is Steve Pegg, who's right in the middle of this big old grid. Here they come then, down to the Brooklands, and Mills has got through then, so Owen Mills has passed Adam Sparrow out of Beckett's to take the lead of the motor race on this first lap of action. There's car 59, I think that was, heading through. Kevin Bird, the podium finisher from Croft, as they make their way then out of Luffield Corner for the first time. Being headed once more then by Owen Mills. He didn't make the best start, but it didn't take him long to lead again, but he's under real pressure. The toe is working for Adam Sparrow here, heading down towards Cops Corner. He was right in the wheel tracks of the leader, less than a tenth of a second apart at the start of the lap as they turn their way through Cops then. I think he's got through, has he? We'll check that when they get to Beckett's. No, not quite. So Adam Sparrow's still there in second. Oak Richardson is there in 3rd position, the driver that got the fastest lap in the earlier race. As they exit Beckett's in 4th, Chris Dawkins, in 5th with Scott Leach, and 6th, John Pethick. You can see the top 20 positions in the left-hand side of your shot there. left-hand side of your picture. So here come the leaders, absolutely nose to tail for the lead, in towards Brooklands corner, and they're both out wide there, Mills and Sparrow, so a better line taken by Oak Richardson as they turn their way through Brooklands corner, but they stay in that same order, and Mills trying to break the toe here because that's what he managed to do immediately in race 1 and never therefore come under threat. But this track, which is very slipstream heavy, hard to get away therefore, particularly in these Mazda MX-5s, and Mills feeling the need to defend, heading down towards Copse Corner. He was putting his car in the middle of the road, but he managed to hang on. 3 cars in this leading group then heading through Copse Corner. Oak Richardson, the driver with the novice cross on the back, out of Copse Corner they turn. They've got a bit of a gap over Chris Dawkins that leads the next 2 cars. Scott Leach with him too, before a gap back to Richard Baxter. Fastest lap of the race has gone to the Croft winner, Harry Storer, who's made a much better start to this race. He started 11th, he's up to 8th position, has done a 72.184 to set the fastest lap of the race, which is quicker than anybody did in race 1. So good start to this for Harry Storer. Here come the leaders into Brooklands corner. Owen Mills certainly not able to pull away here from Adam Sparrow. Owen Mills, the leader in the OMR car, the Owen Mills racing car, ahead of Adam Sparrow in the BC Cars Motorsport machine, the Brian Chandler run car. In 3rd position, Oak Richardson. I think runs the car themselves and doing a great job there in P3. Mazda MX-5 racing, very much you can run with a team. There's lots of drivers that decide that, but equally you can run your own car and be very competitive. There's Richard Baxter turning through in 6th position at the front of this group, which features 150, which is John Pethick. 550 as well, we still will go through shot there, that's Thomas Mallett. Battle for 4th, being headed by Chris Dawkins and Scott Leach, but Richard Baxter and the group behind have gone with him. A big lock up there for 69, Brad Jones. He was all over the curves, I think on the grass as well, heading into Beckett's. Not totally sure if they all survived that. So on to the Wellington Straight they come then, going down towards Brooklands, and still right in the wheel tracks of the leader is Adam Sparrow as they turn left over the curb. Sparrow, a much tighter line he took than Owen Mills. As they turn then into Luffield with Oak Richardson still there, right with them in 3rd position as they come out of Luffield corner and complete lap 4 of this race. It was a 13 lapper earlier, it should be the same again. Here is Richard Baxter, then car 8, just ahead of 17, which is Harry Storer, who continues to make progress. He's up to 7th position now in the Go For It racing car. And Harry Storer all over the back lane of Richard Baxter is on the inside line now into Copse Corner. They're absolutely side by side. More battles behind as well. There is 69, so obviously Brad Jones did survive that moment, and he's battling with Richard Bartlett that was all out over the curbs and on the runoff area out of Copse Corner. Richard Baxter did lose 6th position, so the sim racing cockpit back driver Richard Baxter loses a position to Harry Storer. On to the Wellington Straight they go then. This is lap 5. We've had a third of the race and the battle for the lead continues with Owen Mills and Harry Sparrow. What about further back? Well, there's Storer then in what is 6th position now, ahead of Richard Baxter. Gets a bit of a bit crossed up through there, but he manages to hang on okay. We've been chasing after Scott Leach, who in turn is in the wheel tracks of Chris Dawkins. Cars then come out of Luffield and through Woodcote to complete the 5th lap. There's Richard Baxter, who's now coming under pressure from Thomas Mallett in 550. As they come up across the line, then it's still Owen Mills that leads by a couple of tenths of a second. This is a battle for 4th though, and Scott Leach is coming up the inside of Chris Dawkins, who carries a lot of speed through Copse Corner. His teammate Harry Storer is joining in their battle, so a 3-car battle for 4th. It's 3 for the lead as well, but for 4th position it's almost 3 abreast. It is 3 abreast as they come into Beckett's, and Harry Storer goes round the outside of both of them and passes Chris Dawkins and Scott Leach. So that was a really nice move. This has been a good race for Harry Storer, who struggled in race 1 this morning, but this is a much better for him, and Chris Dawkins, who was 4th, has dropped to 6th. So here they come then, down towards Brooklands once again. Not far behind this battle is Richard Baxter and Thomas Mallet, so they're trying to buy into this as we're coming up to the halfway stage of the race, and Storer sideways trying to carry as much speed as possible through Brooklands corner. There's the top three, same order, Mills, Sparrow and Richardson, and then the battle of fourth out of Luffield being headed now by Harry Storer, I should say. So Harry Storer in fourth position. There's Baxter and Mallet though, who are going to make it 5 cars in the battle of fourth. There's a driving standards car, flag being shown as well. That'll probably be for track limits. And Mallet down the inside, he gets 7th position, then away from Richard Baxter, so that's a change for 7th. They've got a good gap over the rest. The best of the rest is 478, which is Stephen Bartlett, who's 9th. John Pethick is 10th, and 11th is Brad Jones. They're all battling behind this group of cars. There's Scott Leach, who's there in 5th position, right on the tail of Harry Storer. Here are the leaders. Still a change for 2nd we've had, because Oak Richardson has got himself ahead of Adam Sparrow on this lap and was challenging for the lead there into Brooklands corner. And has he been able to grab the lead? Just looking in the background there, no he hasn't. So Owen Mills continues to lead, but now a new 2nd place man is Oak Richardson after getting himself ahead of Adam Sparrow on this lap. This is the end of lap 7, there are 6 to go. And right on the tail of Richardson is Sparrow. They all dive to the inside. Oak Richardson makes it to the inside. To the outside goes Adam Sparrow. It's 3 wide for the lead into Copse corner. And the top 2, Mills and Richardson, run absolutely wheel to wheel, but they both lines are compromised. And Adam Sparrow might pass both of them here in the BC Cars car. No, not quite. So Storer hangs on to the lead. Up into 2nd comes Sparrow once again, and Richardson back to 3rd. To the outside of the leader. Tries to come Sparrow at Beckett's. He can't quite make it. He runs a bit wide though, and they head on to the Wellington Straight absolutely together. So this is a great race for the Mazda MX-5 Clubman's Championship. Owen Mills has not been able to break the toe in this one, and he might lose the lead here into Brooklands because he's got cars challenging him from either side. To the outside, Adam Sparrow tries to come right round the outside of Brooklands. That's not going to work though, so again Owen Mills is able to hang on to the lead. The 3rd place car, Oak Richardson, you can see the novice cross on the back of his car, so a new driver to race him for this season, doing a great job to hang on to these 2. And all 3 of them are pulling away from that big battle pack behind, being headed by Harry Storer, the driver of the fastest lap. Storer is the first of the championship point scoring runners, it should be noted. For the lead, to the inside, Adam Sparrow again tries to grab the lead then from Owen Mills. What about this next group? Well, Scott Leach is being passed here by Chris Dawkins. You've got Tom Mallet and Richard Baxter in there as well as they come out of Copse corner. Well, what about for the lead? Well, Owen Mills has held on again, so Owen Mills has lost the lead then as they come into Beckett's corner. So Owen Mills leads, and in 2nd place is Adam Sparrow. 3rd is Oak Richardson. As they make their way down here, they're 3 wide, so Sparrow did nose ahead heading down into Beckett's corner, into Brooklands corner, but he's very much lost out through Brooklands. So down to 3rd position has come Adam Sparrow. So that means Oak Richardson back into 2nd, and Owen Mills continues to lead the race with 4 minutes to go. That'll be 4 laps of the Silverstone National Circuit. And right on the tail of Richardson, who gets a good run out of Woodcote. It's going to be 3 wide again actually for the lead into Copse corner. Richardson to the inside, to the outside comes Sparrow, and I think Owen Mills has lost the lead then really for the first time in this race, but Richardson runs out very wide. That will be noted, I should think, and he has got the lead out of it though. So Oak Richardson leads the way down towards Beckett's corner. Sparrow on the outside tries to get 2nd, can't do it, so Owen Mills has lost the lead then to Oak Richardson. We'll see if he'll be able to fight back, because he's in a different position really than he has been all day. So back in the tow they go, back in the draft, and is it going to be 3 wide again? No, just the 2 of them this time. And to the inside, Owen Mills is going to grab the lead. Yes, he does. Into Brooklands corner. So he's back ahead then of Oak Richardson, and follow him through is Harry Storer. So that's a great move. Sorry, I should say, where's he? The third car then? Is he? Oh, it's all gone wrong, hasn't it, for 19? So that's what happened there. Adam Sparrow run out wide and went all over the grass. And I think there's a problem for the boot of the Richardson car. Looks like the boots popped up on that as well. So the lead battle has somewhat been problematic there at Brooklands. So down to third has gone Sparrow, and he's dropped well away. And Oak Richardson, it looked like with the boot lid that's come up on him, his MX-5 has dropped away from Owen Mills. So here's the battle behind for 4th. Chris Dawkins is there. Tom Mallett dives up the inside of Scott Leach. They both run out wide. Richard Baxter buys into their battle. And Richardson, despite the problem, seems to be fighting back on Mills. There's the battle for 3rd. So Harry Storer right with Adam Sparrow. And then in 5th position there is Chris Dawkins, ahead of Richard Baxter, who did get ahead of there to gain a position. But for the lead, Richardson fighting on the outside line with this boot lid that's opened on his Mazda MX-5, and it's not slowing him down at all as they turn their way through Brooklands. 2 laps to go. Owen Mills continues to lead by a very, very small margin. But we have lost Oak Richardson out of, we have lost even Adam Sparrow out of this battle after he went off at Brooklands on the last lap. He's under pressure from Harry Storer, who's the first of the championship class runners, the point scorers. The second there is Chris Dawkins, and the third Richard Baxter. But for the race, overall, for the win, the 4th round of the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Clubman's Championship continues. For 3rd, Harry Storer looked to the inside of Adam Sparrow there, couldn't gain the place. What about up front? Because Oak Richardson's unaerodynamic Mazda MX-5 is looking to the outside into Beckett's corner to try and go right round the outside of the leader, Owen Mills. He can't quite make it though, but there is a further lap to go still at the end of this, so plenty of overtaking opportunity still remains in this race. A really good race to complete the day here at Silverstone. And there should be even more intense versions of this tomorrow with 6 Mazda MX-5 races for the Championship and Super Cup. But for this Clubman's race, to the inside looks Oak Richardson. He can't make it though. So Owen Mills continues to head the way. Lap 12 into Luffield. Lots of tyre squirrel again through that sequence of corners. So they accelerate through Woodcote. Where's Richardson going to challenge? Well, he's a couple of car lengths behind the leader this time, but he'll be able to use that to draft his way back up to the leader. The last lap board goes out to them. Mills defends. Richardson to the outside, tries to come round the leader then into Cop's corner. They're absolutely side by side here, and Oak Richardson's nosing ahead. They're sideways. A bit of rubbing between them two, I think, on the outside line, using a lot of road. Oak Richardson takes the lead then with Mills, Owen Mills behind after he got very sideways through Cop's corner. So Richardson, who's probably be giving off a big old toe down the Wellington Straight, is being chased then by Owen Mills. Are we going to see a true Silverstone type finish to conclude the British Racing and Sports Car Club Day here at Silverstone? Day 1 of 2 here for this June race day. There's yellow flags. That's going to be a real drama for the leaders then. So there must be a car off the circuit. I think it's Richard Baxter there, but then it's green into Brooklands, I reckon. And right round the outside comes Owen Mills into the green flag zone, and they're side by side for the lead into Luffield. Mills has got it then, so he gets back in front to a great bold move around the outside at Brooklands, but then the toe will be the friend of Oak Richardson, but he's sideways out of Luffield, and I think that slide is going to harm him. It is. So Owen Mills, he takes a double win here at Silverstone today. Had to work a lot harder though for that race win, so a great race that was. For 3rd position it is Adam Sparrow, who holds off Harry Storer, who I noted was very sideways as well. For 5th, Chris Dawkins holds off Thomas Mallett. In 7th, Scott Leach. 8th, Richard Bartlett. Across the line in 9th, Peter Higdon. 10th for Kevin Dengate. Remember, he started right at the back of the grid. So Kevin Dengate, great progress from the back to 10th. 11th, Robert Greensmith. 12th, Jay Shepherd, another driver from the back of the grid. 13th, John Pethick. 14th, Dan Blake. Then Jordan Pimley takes 15th. 16th is 264 William Bream. Then 17th Luke Souch, 18th Richard Bartlett, 19th Jonathan Fieldsend, and completing the top 20 was Kevin Bird, as the rest of the field flow their way across the line. I think Richard Baxter was about the only car we lost in that race. He was pulled off down past the Wellington Straight. So let's take a look at how that race went. So it was a dramatic race for the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Clubman's Championship. It was Adam Sparrow that made the best start to get himself ahead of Owen Mills. 36 cars flowed their way around the circuit. This was the battle for fourth at the time. Harry Storer making his way through the order from 11th on the grid. 3 wide it was for the lead. Oak Richardson trying to get himself ahead of Owen Mills. Couldn't quite do it on that occasion, and that brought Adam Sparrow back into the dice, and he tried to come around the outside of the leader into Beckett's. The battle continued with Oak Richardson then taking the lead away from Owen Mills. Then Mills fought back up the inside into Brooklands. Big slide there for Sparrow, and that's what caused him to go off. Got a big slide, went over the grass then on the inside of the circuit and rejoined a few seconds behind. Oak Richardson's boot lid opened, but that didn't slow him down. He went for the lead around the outside at Cox on the final lap, grabbed the lead from a sideways Owen Mills, who fought back round the outside at Brooklands to take the win, but Oak Richardson nevertheless looked pretty happy with second place. So a great way to conclude proceedings here at Silverstone. Just to remind you, we've got a full day of racing tomorrow, 11 races, so join us there on the BRSCC live stream. And we shall conclude today, though, with the interviews with the winners with Jamie Peters-Ennis.
And down here for the final race of the day, the BRSCC Mazda MX-5 Clubman Championship. The winner of the race overall and first of our invitation runners was Owen Mills. He's done the double today, so he's going to be absolutely delighted with that. I'll have a quick chat with Owen. Owen, 2 out of 2, perfect day.
Yeah, it's been good fun. Just got to wait to see if we're in the races tomorrow, and then it'll be even better. But yeah, Oak gave me a run for his money there, run for my money. He did a great job. I know how hard it's been for him to get the car here this weekend, so really pleased to see him doing well at the front here. It's great.
Excellent stuff, well done. Now our top 3 in the actual Clubman's Championship. First was Harry Storer. Let's have a quick chat with Harry. If we can get you just put your balaclava on just for the mask, that's perfect. Sorry to muck your hair up, mate, but we'll just have a quick chat with you. Great result and a great day of racing as well for you.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic. I wasn't expecting to be able to get up that far, to be honest. Race 1, I had I had a massive hiccup and managed to claw back a bit. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Fantastic. Cheers.
And it's a great little series, isn't it? It's all been done to obviously help save costs. You've got just 1 day meeting, so you don't have to worry about overnight accommodation and extra training and things. A really competitive championship.
I mean, today proved how competitive it is. Yeah, no, great fun. And I mean, for people like me, I'm trying to keep costs on the low. I might want to see friends on a Saturday and not have it dominate the whole weekend. And you get it all condensed in one day. You get, friends and family can come and watch and know that they'll watch you race. So, yeah, great fun series, I think so. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well done, Harry. That's Harry Storer, the winner of our Clubman's Championship race. Second place was Chris Dawkins. Chris, if I can get you just to put your mask on for me, please. That'll be fantastic. He's had a great day so far. He's a 3rd overall in the first race, and it's been a good day, mate, hasn't it?
Yeah, not too bad at all, actually. I made a couple of stupid errors in that race, and then unfortunately the guys in front got away and then made a couple more mistakes, and they catch up. And of course around here, once you're in that tow, trying to break it unless someone makes a mistake was hard work. So, but it was a really good race. Yeah, it was good fun, and a couple of brave manoeuvres around cops and things like that, so it was good.
Fantastic, well done. That's Chris Dawkins, who was second place of our MX-5 Clubman's. Now 3rd was Steve Bartlett. Steve, great result for you and a nice way to end the weekend.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised to get a trophy, but it was really good fun. Went forward in the race. It's just a shame a few more laps I'd have been with the pack in front, but yeah, overall good fun.
And what's it like to drive these things? They look quite lively.
Yeah, they're all right. Yeah, they're a bit twitchy, but yeah, I've not got much else to compare it with. Yeah, it's good fun.
Excellent stuff, well done. That's Steve Bartlett, and that rounds off day 1 of our Mazda MX-5 and Fun Cup.